Hello, my name is Michael Dwyer, and I'm with Rochester Writers. Once again, Rochester Writers and the Rochester Hills Public Library have teamed up to host their annual author fair, now in its third year. We're hosting 20 authors in person at the library in downtown Rochester on Saturday, November 27th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. These short videos offer you a chance to meet the 20 authors. And right now, we're speaking with Lara Jean. Hey, Lara, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. Thanks for being here today. This is your first time being at the Rochester Public Library Author Fair, and we're glad to have you. Tell us about your book.
So my book is called Be Kind to Me. You can see the cover there. And it is a collection of plants, insects, and animals that are very important, but often underappreciated and often even vilified. And I have illustrated them in a way that makes them lovable and points out the reasons why they're actually very important and can even be quite cute.
They are cute, aren't they? I think insects are, for the most part, cute.
I think so, but I'm weird and I can even like spiders and things like that. So,
Well, there's always a few that maybe move too fast or creep you out for a second, but but generally they are pretty cute. They're fuzzy and they got little eyeballs and
well, and hey, they eat mosquitoes and nobody likes mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are not in the book, I will say that.
it's hard to like a mosquito, isn't it?
Maybe in book two, maybe I can get there.
So what are some of those, what are some of the little critters that we'll see in the book?
So obviously wasps are one of them, spiders, opossum, dandelions. I've got grubs and worms and moths and bats. So I've looked for anything that people think of as being creepy, crawly, and things that you want to be afraid of, want to dislike, but are actually just as important as the pretty butterflies and the pretty flowers.
I like the dandelions. I
I
don't
do
have a problem
too.
with them.
I think they're getting popular, which is good. They need it. They deserve it. It's time for them to get to shine a little bit.
One spring I had quite a few and I harvested them for a salad.
Oh yeah, they're edible. The root's really good for you if you're into medicine stuff. So they're actually a really wonderful plant, and they, most importantly, are also food for bees. And they bloom really early in the year and bloom really late into the year. So they're food that lasts a lot longer than a lot of other floral things would. So they're super valuable.
Where did the inspiration come from for the book? I mean, I know you wanted to highlight these underprivileged bugs and critters, but where did it come from?
Oh man, I it just kind of crept up on me. I've always was raised by parents that care about the environment, care about planting trees. It's on our radar right now with the current climate change issue and all of that stuff, but also just I just really love them, and I of course illustrating and writing books. The whole point of it is getting other people to love the things that you love. So was just thinking about it one day, and kind of most of my ideas are a bit lightning bolts, and I was just honestly just driving home one day and thought, oh my goodness, I have this wonderful idea for a story to just talk about all these things and ask on behalf of these creatures that we be kind to them and take them into account instead of dismissing them because they're a little bit frightening or a little bit misunderstood.
Do you have a favorite one from the book?
Oh, good. Yeah, it's got to be the honeybee. I'm a big fan of honeybees. I know that they're very popular right now too, but it's for a good reason. They're wonderful little creatures, and the illustration is probably one of my favorites from the book. I'll see if I can flip to it right here real quick. I think that's just the fuzziest, cuddliest honeybee that I've ever drawn, and I'm quite happy with it. So that's probably been also the most popular image from the book, but second favorite's got to be the bat, though. I like bats a lot.
Yeah, I caught one in my house, and it was not happy.
They're
But
usually not when they're inside.
no, I have a catch and release policy in my house. A bug, a critter gets in, I catch and release it. even down to not to a mosquito. Mosquitoes get
That's okay.
terminated.
There's plenty of them.
But I was going to say, even right down to a housefly, they get caught and put back outside.
That's wonderful. And the best thing that I've heard from multiple people is that after reading my book, it has inspired them to do that method instead of squishing things. I've had a lot of friends that have said, I'm usually, wasp or spiders, especially, they'll say if it's in the house, it gets killed. And they've said, since reading your book, I've been putting them outside instead. And that's the whole point. That was the goal of writing it. So even if only 2 or 3 people are doing that, I'm happy. That's 2 or 3 more spiders out there eating mosquitoes.
Well, in a small way, I think they tell their friends that this was a good human. He just doesn't want you in his home, so let's not go in. That's how I
Right.
imagine.
That's what
Maybe.
I would hope is happening. That or they're like, hey, that human's really nice. Let's go live in their place because they're not going to kill us. It's getting cold outside. I know I had to set free a couple of really big spiders from my apartment this week because the temperature is dropping and they want to be warm too. So it can maybe not be in your favor, but always better to be kind.
I just released a praying mantis that was in the house.
Oh, wonderful. Those are such cool bugs. They're
So
really cool
I don't
looking.
know if it was the right thing to do because it's getting cold out there. He might have been saying, "No, I'm fine in here," but he went
Well, now
outside
he gets
into
to
a
be a
flower.
snack. There's going to be an opossum that'll snack on him, and it's part of the circle.
That's true. That's true. So we'd only have maybe a minute left. You're going to be part of the author fair. You're going to have this book. Is this your only book out, by the way?
It is my only book that is out. Yes, that's correct.
And do you have plans for a sequel?
I would love to. I've got several other bugs and plants and insects that didn't make it in, but also I am a writer, so I've got other stories that I'm always trying to find time to work on them. So the hope is to keep going. Lots of books.
Well, good luck to you, and we're glad that you're a part of the event. We look forward to seeing you and your book. You're bringing just the book, not the bugs, right?
No guarantees, but I will try and only bring the book.
All right. We'll see Lara and her book at the author fair on November 27th.